Hello, Divine Sunshine. This is the Divine Sunshine. How are you all doing? How you all faring with these new energies that's going in this week? And I wasn't able to do the weekend thing, but this time I'm going to do something. The weekend Sunshine Report. I was extremely tired. I don't know, between Ascension, what's going on, my counterpart, my universal partner. He's going through some things, and I'm trying to tether and anchor down for the both of us. It just didn't. So pretty much I'll say the tornado had kind of got both of us. We whizzing around, and I was like, okay, I'm trying to get myself back to views because I know that I got to do these readings for you all, so you get the finger on the pulse of what's going on from my perspective, and I was not able to. So on that, I apologize, but I am going to try something new today, which is really for the month of December. Look and see about what's going on for the month of December for the different signs. So I'm going to look at the fire, the water, the air, and the earth. So was it the fire sign, masculine and feminine, and so on and so forth. So we're going to try something a little different this time. Clear. So the first one I'm going to pull for is the fire sign, the divine feminine. So what's in her heart space? All right. And what's in, I should say, okay, what's in her heart space? What's in her mind space? For the water sign feminine, what's in her heart space? And what's in her mind space? Okay, got a jumper. What's in the air signs heart space feminine? You got a story there. Let's see if it's true. Come back. And what's in the mind space? Okay, air. Come on, air sign. And what's in the earth, divine feminine's heart space? Okay, stop. And what's in the earth signs mind space? Thank you, earth. Earth came right on out there. Okay, so the divine feminine fire sign. What's in your heart space is the following. Keep an open mind. It's safe for you to love. And calling your soulmate, okay? Those are self-explanatory right there. Right now, you just really feel like you've called your divine masculine in. You've been doing a lot of praying, a lot of affirmations, a lot of visualizations. This in tune has helped you to feel more safe to love. It's like the more you practice, the more comfortable you feel into it. So now you've been doing the work, and it's made you more feeling like it's safe to love. Now, please note that these fire sign, you all, and with your masculine, when I get this card, I always think about he's moving at a different pace as you. So you being a definite fire sign, you're probably trying to get there as fast as possible, because that's how our fire signs roll. I'm an Aries. We ain't got no time to wait. We just like Melissa told me, and my cousin Vinny, my biological clock is ticking. So it's like my divine Unisouls clock is ticking. When are you coming? So he's on his way, but he's got some other, remember, he's taking it by foot, which means he's going to get there at a different time than you are. So you'll probably get there, kind of get the leg of the land, see the landscapes of home, and seeing what's happening. I remember my spiritual mentor always tell me, remember, you're a fire sign, you're Aries, you get things a little more faster than the average. So, you know, those other ones, if you're dealing with another sign of another one, I don't want to say it doesn't take too long to me. And my thing is air sign, but they're so kind of lofty and about in their own mind and on their brain that they have to wait until they truly get focused on you as far as in their cycle of things, and then they'll kind of, oh, I got it, and they're gone with it. They don't have to take too long computing about what's going on, especially those Aquariuses. They don't. But if you are like water sign, it's going to take a little kind of time for you to kind of figure and get things together. Earth is kind of in between, as far as getting the information. But definitely, if you're dealing with those signs, especially with your divine masculine that I just went through, it's going to take some time. Okay, he's got some other things journeying, especially if he's trekking it by foot. He's got other obstacles different than you, a person who's on a horse trying to get to where you're going. So, keep that in mind, that you got going the same path, but you're going about your means of transportation to getting there, your destination, in two different ways. And then so, like I said, as he's doing that and you're going through it, just keep an open mind about what's happening. I'm seeing this, spend some time with your friends. Maybe that'll help you to kind of distract what's going on. Again, your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectations. And I would say that even with that, I wouldn't even say how he is. Let me backtrack. The way he goes about getting there to the destination of home, for the universal destination of union, is going to differ way different than you, because you probably, especially being a fire sign, probably say, oh, I wouldn't have did that. We looking for a way to get it quick, fast, and hurry. This 1, 2, 3. It might take your counterpart 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's got to go through the process of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, it might be H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. For him, it depends. Okay, so you got to keep an open mind that you're saying, although things don't look the way how you expected, but know within yourself, keep an open mind that he is still, no matter what he's doing, making his way for union. Okay, also in your mind spaces, past life, you have known each other before. Probably you fire signs are really getting some more flashes, some more awakenings of things, that signs and synchronicities that are pretty much telling you that this is past life. This is really, you knew it, but I'm thinking now with the downloads and the current energies that's going on, you probably might be starting to dream in dream states, some more things that solidify this knowing that it's a past life. It's a past life themes that are also bleeding into what's going on today, currently, with you all's things. If not, some of you all, I've told you all to do, try to experiment and see about some past regression, hypnosis. That might be you might be able to do that. They have that on YouTube where you can do it on yourself. Kind of see, you'd be surprised. I've had it myself. Friend recommended it, and I really thank him for doing that, because you can kind of see some of the themes, overarching themes that's bleeding into now. They're saying, oh, okay, that's from that past lifetime, and now it's now like mine's him and I, my soul partner, he died in previous lifetimes. So after that, I didn't live. I didn't do anything. I just really lived life, but I wasn't really, I say, breathing as I was going. I felt definitely like Tony Braxton saying, breathe again, breathe again. No, I shall never breathe again. So definitely with that, when that incident happened, I just shut down. I just went through the whole mechanics of life, but I did not enjoy life. He was gone, and I felt like my whole life had stopped. So that, to me, now with him dealing with his remediation partner and his remediation issue and situation, that I had to constantly remind myself, okay, let's not go back into the past life where, because of what's going on with him, I feel like I should go and shut down. We still can continue. We still live. We still spend time, like I told you, with friends. So those are some things that you got to kind of keep in mind and see, how is the past bleeding into now, and how can you change that remediation or that lesson, not karma, but that lesson that you're experiencing now, and see how you could change that for the better and work it to your favor. Moving on to the water sign. With the water sign, we have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So with this, you know, some of you all water signs, feminines in your hearts, really wish that you had the opportunity to be with your divine masculine, for him to really put down these barriers and these walls that he has, and for him to really, as a true water sign, for him to just really go with the flow like water. This is also going to help to put your inner child at ease. There's some healing that you still, as a water sign, has to go through. Divine feminine, who your divine masculine is at this time, truly still has a little kind of that military output on the outside, his outer exterior, which means that he's still a little disconnect from his emotions. However, for him to be down to this position where he's bound down, he said, I'm going to lay down my sword. Please note that your divine masculine is willing to do that at this moment. So if you all have not been in contact with your divine masculine, if you do get in contact with him, this will occur and happen. Okay, remember, I've claimed December to be the month of dedication, just like the Lexus commercial said, December to remember. I believe that something miraculous, just like those of you all that do or not believe in the Christian beliefs, that there should be some kind of miraculous new birth to something that's going to happen in the month of December. So I'm putting out there and I'm claiming that as well, that I just truly do feel that is going to happen in the month of December. Okay, because I got a vision also, something about the remediation partner as well, and I'll mention in other videos in case some people just watch this and that's it. The remediation partner, especially if they're female, not the masculine, the female remediation, I've seen a vision of like a big old, like, you know, those games you go in the carnivals, they got that whack-a-ball and you whack a mole, and so that thing I seen like a picture of a remediation feminine, and they taking that whack-a-mole and they going boom, pushing it down. Now, so right now, starting from this weekend when I had it until then, I'm picking up in spirit into February. Those of you all that had those kind of, I was about to say the other because I seen the word karma. Some of those remediation, those of you all that are not familiar as a karma, my word remediation is the replacement for karma, because karma has such a negative connotation within the twin flame, which I don't call twin flame anymore because that shows separation, but in the Unisouls collective, that's what I call it now. It does such a thing that makes us kind of like, oh my God, hit panic, that I'm trying out and finding new words to replace those so it can make us more at ease about the process and about the journey. So again, those remediation partners, those especially the feminines, I didn't see anything for the masculines, they're getting whacked and pushed out, pushed down. So I'm thinking that is with the gravel. So that was like a big gravel thing, which would be the justice, if I seen in tarot. And so with that, justice is raining down and the karma is being squashed and pushed down, the remediation feminine. And so that means no more. So starting from this weekend all the way into February, that's what I had gotten. The process is now starting to begin. Justice is starting to now roll about. Okay, so now back on track for the water sign feminine. As far as what you're thinking, you got to start letting go of these control issues. You really try to control the masculine as far as how he's thinking. Your spirit guides are with you. You know, they're kind of talking amongst themselves, kind of saying, well, we got to kind of steer her a little bit better than what she is. I know you out there working and you're doing the work out into the world. You working with your inner child, or even with your physical child that you might have, really being protective of that inner child, or even the physical child that you have in the 3D. You're dealing with that. And so you got to kind of let go of these control issues in your mind space. One is dealing with the divine masculine, because with him, you kind of making him like turn off, or in case my kids say you're doing too much. And so you're really making him like take a back seat, like, oh, okay, I'm observing things now. So if he's observing you and really trying to decide at this point, this is for another divine feminine, really trying to decide it to a point like, should I come? Should I step into this? She look like she's really busy. She look like she's really about her work. She's with there taking care of her child, or she's working on the inner child issues. You know, I'm really trying to think about it. Should I step back into this? Okay, so that is for that one. Next one, reconciliation for the divine feminine is in your heart space for the air sign. Some of you all are really thinking about how you can make reconciliation with your divine feminine, divine masculine in the 3D. That means in the physical. You really been working with spirit, and you really want at this point someone from your past is returning for that. So some of you all air signs, feminines, your divine masculine is on his way to return in the 3D, in the physical. Okay, you've been doing the work spiritually, kind of keeping your conscience kind of high. Some of you all probably say, I haven't really been thinking on it, and that's great because you not thinking of it and doing your own thing, being a true air sign that you are. Definitely, I know you all kind of concentrate on your own thing. You know, it's like, okay, yeah, I see you. You pretend like nothing bothers you, but it does bother you, but you don't let it get to the core of it or let anybody on the outside know what's going on with you. So right now I'm telling you, air signs, feminines, right now in your heart space, you can feel that your divine masculine is returning. And because of that, in your mind, you're thinking you're having romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So, you know, just keep on keeping that high, as they say in Motel 6, what they say, we're going to keep the porch light on for you. So just keep that light on for him, because eventually he is going to show up. I can't tell you when or where at this point. I don't like to really give dates to even readings when they always ask me, when did he come back? Because some kind of way, when you do give somebody a date and you expect it to be, I call it like kicking the can. You go reach down for it and then your feet kicks it away, you know, and it's just really kind of, it keeps kicking the date further and further away for it, you know. So just keep in mind that he is returning. I do see that for the air sign here, and you will get reconciliation. So in the meantime, keep high thoughts, as far as especially keep your eyes and minds on romantic feelings. Okay, for the earth sign, for you all, you have heart-to-heart conversations. So right now, some of you earth signs, feminines in your heart, you want to have this heart. You want to talk to him. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. And you really want to have this over discussion with your divine masculine. Like, you know, what's going on? What's happening with us? Where are we? What's our progress? Where you see where we're heading? Some of you all feel in your mind that, in your heart, that you're going to be met with the divine masculine like this, which is like, I hear you, I don't feel like responding. Right now, that's where I'm at. And so some of that is true, that they will meet you like that. It's like, I don't really have, you like my divine masculine, I don't really have a decent answer to really respond back. And even if I did have one, I don't think it's really the right words to say. Is what you need to hear, and I'm scared that if I do say something, it's going to push you away. Okay, so he too has like the can theory. His mouth might kick the relationships away. Okay, now in the earth sign, with you all, we have in your mind, you think a separation is in reverse. So you're not thinking about separating right now. You kind of just really hanging right on in there. You're not doing this fake manipulation, trying to keep him here, so he does not think, you know, really. To me, you at the point is like, you know, in my mind, after I had this conversation with him, you know, wherever it happens, if he says he want to go and kind of think about what was said, that's great. You know, but to you, this time apart that may happen is not going to be a bad thing. It's like, okay, if that causes you to go and kind of get yourself more stronger and more invested, like a real true stakeholder in this relationship, then go do it. Right now, you got this in reverse. Wedding is in reverse. This situation involves marriage. Right now, that's not where you're going, because right now you're saying, I really want to get some things really straightened out, so I kind of know what's the next step on my end. So I would be a fool to rush in, fools rush in to say, ooh, after one conversation, all right, we ready to get married now. That's not really my aim nor my objective for wanting to have this conversation. What I want to know is to see, are we playing for the same playing field, or are you over there playing for the visitor team and I'm playing for the home team? So I want to know, are you playing for Team Divine, or you playing for a team? It's all about minds. I don't know who you playing with. So this is what I want to do. And just like I said, and I didn't really look at it until now, worth waiting for. You know, in your mind space, I'd rather you go get your mind clear and come back with a definite, determined mindset to knowing this is what you want to do, than for me to ask for you to commit right on the spot and you not thoroughly invested into this Unisoul partnership. Okay, so that's that. So now let me get some overall energies, okay, for the Divine Feminine. Clear. That would be great, but it takes so long. Okay, let me see if I can do that, since I am reading for the Divine. Okay, for the fire sign, for the water sign, what's the overall energies? Air sign, and earth sign. Okay, so overall energies for the month of December for you as you work through these, what's in your heart space and what's in your mind space, is Goddess of Endurance. This card I call is the card of looking at the man in the mirror card. So you won't have to do a lot of fire sign self-reflection. You got to get grounded in your heart space as to knowing what you actually want to do. So you got to do some introspection as to what's really going on with you, Divine Feminine fire sign. Especially when you try to keep an open mind. You want to create that safe space within yourself and your heart while you call your soulmate in, because you know if you kind of shaking and quaking and quivering, that's not going to help to bring in your divine masculine when you got that thing of doubt. So you've got to really anchor down. How you anchor down is you got to get rooted in what you see within yourself, those things. So you get, I see trees in the background, so you got to get some more knowledge. How do you do that? Maybe do some more acts and get more knowledge. Either talk to a psychic reader, get some more knowledge, look at some more YouTube videos, talk to a person who has really actually been on the Unisoul journey, and talk to that's like-minded like I do. I got friends that's really in this, so thank God, so you don't feel as lonely going through this process. They could really say, so you got to get you a nice, good deal with your soul family too as well. They can, maybe you'll be surprised maybe out of your friends who maybe can steer you a little bit. You'll know when you talk and say, okay, yeah, thank you, this is enough on this conversation, let me send you on your way, because you ain't hitting on what I need. And I know that's even with myself. I have some spiritual things, but there are some that I said, okay, you know what, for this walk or this journey that I'm in, I don't need. And sometimes the universe has a way. They'll just retract. They'll go their way and I'll go mine. And then, you know, it's just like they said, people are in for a season and a reason. Okay. And some of them stay on that as you journey along. And some people just like a train. The next stop, they off. And you just like, okay, well, I see you again. And if I come in this area again, and you keep the train, keep on moving, you know. So that's the same thing. So you go get you some ideas, you know, some things that kind of help you to stay in that light. Maybe even go get some spiritual treatments, detox, salt cave, Reiki healing. Other things, any kind of stuff that outwardly to keep you on track with your progress, that'll be great for you to do. That's what I'm picking up too for the month of December. So look into some other spiritual things that you can go into as well. I forgot it's another one. I know my friend told me about that. There's ways in which you can go out there for, it's almost like a chiropractor, but not, for you to be able to do that as well, to help get all your free flowing and circulation and everything kind of going, so get you in alignment as far as physical too. Okay, for the water sign, your overall energy for the month of December is balance. Got to put my glasses on because it's getting dry. So you need to balance things. Okay, especially when we talk about getting to know each other. You got to be balanced within yourself before you even bring this masculine in on. They used to say you want to be open, you want things to flow, you want him to put his guard down. Well, guess what? In order for that to happen, divine feminine, you got to be anchored down and centered yourself. I know that from even dealing with my own divine masculine. You know, if I'm all nervous and all over the place or pretending I'm on that, he says that what gets on my nerves. Out of all the people, I can't fake the funk with that one. Not in the longest. I mean, he might act like like. And then after a while, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to have to come out on you. This is what I'm feeling. You got X, Y, and Z. You're like, okay, well, where'd that come from? You know, I thought I was hiding out pretty well. No, you nervous about something or whatever. And I do it, and it's vice versa. So you got to have this balancing act. See how you see the male? See, if he's not together and he's not firmly rooted into what he's having his legs into, and for you to be able to spin and do whatever those different acts of things, it's got to be a balancing thing, okay? Your body's got to be evenly distributed with the weight as far, and he has to do the same thing to be able to do it. So like I said, it's a balancing thing. So you want to have this openness and being able to know each other. Both of you got to be the anchor to be able to find that balance. So he can be able to feel open and put that sword down. Okay. Next thing, your thing is goddess of strength. So you got to find strength. The overall, this in the month of December, water sign feminine, is that you got to find balance. Okay. You got to get balance in this situation within yourself. Okay, especially when you're trying to let go of control issues, most definitely you got to balance it out. It's sometimes, and to me that goes back to ego, there's sometimes that you're going to need that. The ego will push you to say, okay, now control and drive. But you can tell when you done kind of crossed that line and you done took it too far. Okay, water sign. So, you know, keep that in mind as well. For you, I'm getting, I don't know why I'm seeing all these other things. I'm getting aromatherapy for you all water signs. Do some things. Get your space smelling nice. Something to kind of calm you and balance you. You know, get your favorite scent. Some lavender, some sage, some thyme, some other kind of like nice spice smells that will kind of maybe calm you down. So think about with some scents. Maybe go to the Whole Foods or whatever your favorite kind of store that you like to go to, that you can get like scents of herbs and oils, something like that. And I'm picking that up, that's going to kind of help you, especially looking at this. It's going to help you. I'm even feel like rosemary. Almost made me feel like grab my rosemary. Here it is right here. Some nice rosemary, some scents like that. That can help you. You can lick this done good to me. That gets me the hyper as who know what. But do some things of that nature to kind of really put a little dot. I know some of them were saying some in the temple, some right here in this area, rub it right here in the heart area, you know, and put it on, you know, your wrist and things of that nature to kind of get you into that. I'm not a water sign, but I am I got a water influences around me with that. Both my parents are water sign. I'm like, how y'all give birth to a fire sign? But I guess just like two negatives make a positive, two positives make a negative sometimes, or it's supposed to be positive. But anyway, depending on the situation, two water signs make the fire sign kid here. So that's interesting. Air sign. Air sign, you want reconciliation. Your overall energies for the month of December is transcendent. So with this, remember, things are not the way how they seem. You transforming things that on the surface is one way, but it's a lot of things happening behind the scenes, especially if you want this reconciliation. I told you, especially with him coming into the 3D air sign, you got to kind of be you got to be open-minded too, just like they say in the 5 sign with that. So you got a lot of things that's going on, you know, behind it. And you got to become, although that's not what the way, but I'm picking up transparent too, especially with you air signs. Air signs have a tendency to not really wear their heart on their sleeve or show their hand. It's like, you got that poker face, and he looking like, do you got a good hand or bad hand? And he's like, now, if it's me an air sign, you going to tell. Either I'm going to start scratching, itching. I mean, me 5 sign. I'm scratching, itching, laughing too much. I done got nervous. My hand ain't looking good. But air signs can have a good, very good, darn good poker face on some things. And it's like, okay, so you got to really reveal when you do have this reconciliation with this sign that you have here. You gonna have to show some of you got to show some tails, you know, like they say playing hand. You got to show a tail. If I nibble with my ear like this, and then I kind of think, I don't know about this hand. Oh Jesus, I'm in trouble. So you got to show some of your hands. Okay, goddess of nurturing. You've got these romantic feelings. You're gonna have to nurture those. Some of you all air signs, that might be a little foreign. You say, I do show, you do show, you know, but you got to nurture this romantic feelings here. You got to nurture this reconciliation. This ain't going to happen overnight, you know, so you got to be patient. You got to toil. You got to reap what you sow. So you got to put in energy. You got to put in visualization, imagination, put in good thoughts for this to help to draw this in, this romantic feelings, because it's worth exploring, they saying. So in order for you to do that, you've got to become the love. You got to become the romance, you know. Just really get yourself all swept. I don't know why I'm saying to be like for you all to watch some romantic movies or something like that to kind of get your heart chakra open and get that kind of pulsating and doing some things. I should have left that alone. To get you kind of started. That's what it told me, advice for you. Watch some romantic movies to get you going. Okay, and for the earth sign, your overall energy is you got separation. I told you that. Yeah, and you said pretty much from the cards, this to me, I think in some of your earth signs, it might not be all, and if this triggers you, I apologize in advance for that. I said Hanamana prayer for you, which is, you know, I apologize, please forgive me, I love you, and I thank you on your behalf. Okay, with this, but some of you all already know that this separation is not, I don't get, for some of you all, it's going to make you stress over it, because again, what I read into this, some of you all expecting this, some of you all say this is welcome, this gives me time to get myself together, that gives him time to really know definitely what he wants to do, and is this actually something that he wants to, because when he comes back, I'm hearing in my voice is saying it's going to be, we in it to win it. I mean, I don't want to hear no turning back. I don't want to hear no but. I still got one remediation partner to go. And I've been saying, damn the hell you do. Forget that. If you come back this way, that means we going full steam ahead. I don't want to hear about no one more remediation situation. One remediation feminine that's in the background. I don't want to hear that mess. Okay, so we going on. So some of you all, and if our overall theme, stay off of the social media. Get off that Facebook, that Twitter, and that damn Instagram. Those things do not do anything but to keep on harboring for the lower entities, to keep on, like Aluna Ash was talking about, these entities that feed off of your negativity, and it makes that entity become stronger, because that's all it can feed off, is other, you know, other dimensions, other worlds, things of that nature than just us. And some of them, they can't come in the form of humans, and that's how they kind of get their energies, feeding off of us being able to get nervous. And when you do that, you picture that like a balloon. Like I got inflatable passes in my classroom, which is like a microphone and a radio on the kids. He busted daggone thing. I was ready to bust his head. But anyway, I would keep it divine. That's right. So I just replaced it, and I just got a guitar, an inflatable guitar, and I replaced it with another mic. I just said, forget it, you know, it's gone. Put it up. You know, I can buy another radio for that. But anyway, so that's just like that. So each time you keep on getting upset and you look on this damn on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, or whatever the hell you're on Twitter, you look at that, you blowing up that inflatable, you making that thing, that entity become alive by watching things of that nature. And so just let it go, because half the time, and I've seen it in so many other channels too, they're saying, you know, it's just a lie, it's a farce. A lot of them, I'm gonna use this because I could get to it quicker. I'm not doing the higher self. It gets to the point that we had to change. Okay, I'll do change too. I'm sorry, I got a message when I scratched my head about something. You get to the point that it becomes worse, and it gets to be, I know, at the point you looking on their social media, seeing them with a mediation partner, and you get to this point that you can't, an endless loop of like, it's not going to happen because of what you're seeing. You don't know, like my divine master told me in spirit, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes with them in this remediation partner. You don't know, is this an act? Is this looking good for the people? You know, some of them, and I've said this before, have gotten to this remediation partnerships, so living the lie, giving the life around. They look at me and her, we living large, look at you, you small, you like this. And that's the way that the remediation feminine wants you to feel, or anybody feel like that. It's like, I'm up here and overinflating the whole situation. When people who are closest to him, if you could be a fly on the wall, or you knew how to do remote viewing, and you can see what's going on in there, you'll see as soon as they get home, they going out there with matching outfits, looking cute, and all boopsie and all boostski and all that, and playing all that kind of love story. And as soon as they get home, they like, B, I can't stand you. And they look at it, I can't stand you. And you go back on the couch, and I'm going back upstairs in my room. Don't talk to me. Don't touch me. You know, you already got your dinner. Did you eat? That's fine, because I was about to say, whatever, do you, boo, because I ain't fixing for you no way. And, you know, as soon as they go back out again, okay, all right, now we going to this party, yeah. Okay, then they got to put the act on all over again. You don't know what was going on when they get home at all. So, you know, you going by what's going on social. Everybody on social media puts out there, a good majority of them is out there putting up a front. A lot of them are lonely, and they putting out those things because they want validation by the likes or whatever. You know, I try to use my Facebook account for, you know, to put out positivity. A lot of times you see me put a lot of inspirational to kind of diffuse all that extra other stuff. Every blue moon you see me do a selfie, because maybe I might want to do that just to say, okay, I'm here, you know, I look cute. It's not because I need a number of likes and then do. And when I do go on there, I do get a lot. Why? Because I'm not on there quite often. I ain't getting on there every minute, getting on there by timeline, getting on people's nerve, always putting up there me, look at me at the club, look at me over here at the concert, look at me with Booski, look at me with all that stuff. You know, people get tired of that, because they can know, people know even when you're posting on these social medias when it's fake and when it's that. And half the time, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to let it go. I think of what Les Brown say. Half the time when things happen, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, people are glad that it's happening to you and it ain't happening to them. Unless it's something that's really nice, they say, oh man, I wish I would, or they looking at your relationship and things, and to be, you keep on harboring, perpetuating that self-doubt, that low self-esteem one has when you putting out there. And some of these remediated partners are hiding behind, you know, look at me, look at what God did for me, and yada, yada, yada. And like I said, you know, they're not putting out the true story of what is going on behind the scenes. Like I said, as soon as that door closes and they said, they like both of them saying, get out my face, don't talk to me, I'm going upstairs, you stay your behind back of that extra spare room, don't touch me, don't talk to me, don't do nothing to me. I seen that. I've even grown up with that kind of energy. in my life. And so I kind of semi know it. We used to call it Pollyannaing. That we would used to do a lot of times. And my parents, they could put on a show. We go out, okay, yeah, boo, and oh, baby, yes, that's nice, baby, and da. As soon as it came in, Dad went down to his room, Mom went upstairs to her room, and I was caught in between. So, I mean, you know, you don't know what's going on. Everybody see them outside, oh, they such a cute, y'all such a cute couple. My mom, she's cute. Dad is handsome. Still distinguished. He had that even with him in aging and old health. He still could put the darn charm on the nurses and everybody else. And Mom still can catch the young ones. Why? She always say, I don't even know why. But anyway, she can catch them. So my thing is them together. They look cute as can be. Look like little Barbie dolls, little miniature short Barbie dolls. But, you know, on their own, it's a whole different story, you know. So that's what I'm saying. With that, keep in mind, you don't know, long rant, but you don't know what is going on behind the scenes, okay? All right, I'm back on track. Let's see what things got to change for the fire sign for the month of December. Fire sign, things that got to be changed. Oh, might get a new career. Okay, fire sign, feminines. Okay, that should be on you. And sentimental feelings. Stop living in the past. Stop woe is me and mourning over what could have been between you and the divine masculine. I can say that for myself. Just move on. It happened. It did it. Do the Hanuman poem, whatever I'm pronouncing it wrong. Do that poem and keep it moving. You know, please, I apologize. Please forgive me. Thank you, and I love you, and keep it moving on that. Okay. Next one for the water sign support. I think I told you about that. Controlling, getting to know each other. That's interesting. So getting to know each other. You know, find some support. Just like what I said. Some smell, find some balance. Especially while you're balancing, you need to find some support. So find some kind of support out there that can help you keep yourself balanced. Okay? That's what that means. And air sign, what is it for them? What do they need to change in the month of December? Okay, take this next step now. Okay, you already said reconciliation. You want that. You got romantic feelings. So what you need to change in the month of December is for you to go ahead and take that step now. Air signs, you got a kind of way of straddling the fence. I see that card. My thing, in between worlds. Push and go on and just do it. If that's what you feel like you want to do, then go on ahead and just do it. Okay? And then also for the earth signs, what do they need to change in the month of December? Well, I think I'm going to keep it all about the feminine because I didn't do you all. Join in. Okay, so if at this point, while he's saying this separation is going on, again, find you some friends, somebody else that you can get in the time while you're waiting for this to happen, for him to make up his mind or make the next move that he wants to do. I'm gonna get clarified to make sure. What do you mean by join in? Clear? Can you clarify join in for the earth sign in December? What do you mean by that? I think I changed my mind. I think I'm going to do this just for the feminine because I did something for the masculine about what he's thinking. Let's see what time-wise, if I have that. But I like, oh, excuse me, here it is. Pay attention. Not for you. Okay, this goes back again. If right now he's saying, you know, what's going on between you, earth sign, feminine, you're not for him right now, or what's going on with the situation of being with the divine masculine right now is not for you because this is not the time to do that. I'd say right now, just go ahead and join some other things. Get involved with some other activities. Go do some things that are that helps kind of distract you from what's going on. So again, don't join no another kind of social group on social media, on Facebook, anything like that. But if you can see any kind of divine Unisoul groups that's out there that you can get with, or if you like sewing or any kind of hobby kind of group, then go and join that and keep yourself busy and interested in the time being. Okay, what does the universe want to say in general? I ain't got time for that, and I don't want this to be long for you all. Okay, clear. For the divine feminine fire sign, the universe wants to say to you, I create mindful moments through the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. And that's good for you, especially when you want to feel safe to love, calling in your soulmate, you have an open mind, and you're dealing with some of these past life issues, and you need to change these sentimental feelings that you have and about a new career. That's interesting. Okay, could be a new career in something spiritual, or just really kind of concentrating on that. I can see that. That goes even for myself. Okay, water sign. What is the universe? What does the universe want to say to you? I don't think that is right. Okay, that don't even belong there. One card, please. Okay, you did disobedient. Okay, water sign. Energy flows where my intention goes. That's good, especially your control issues, finding support, strength and balance, and get to know, I told you, kind of keep your mind straight so you can balance this out when you meet him. Okay, that makes sense. And you got 3 cards. Oh, God, blessed be. Oh, this is pretty. Happiness is my birthright. Nice. And my energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. So water sign, please control your mind. You got 2 cards saying the same thing. And I told you before about that balance. So water sign, please make sure you do that for the month of December to make sure that that happens for you to have that openness that happens with you when you meet your masculine. Okay, for the air sign, next one. When I am in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disturbed. Okay. Okay, Archangel Raphael beeped on that, so that's really, you got to really kind of align yourself, especially when you want this reconciliation. Did I say that before about how things is looking and nurturing things? Yeah. Next one. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. So if you want this reconciliation, you got to align yourself with love. Okay? And then the universe works fast when I'm having fun. Okay? So you too, just like the earth side, needs to kind of keep yourself distracted in the meantime. And air sign, I know you definitely can do that. Without a shadow of a doubt. You can distract yourself to not kind of think on that a little bit. Okay? For the earth sign, 2 of them. Hope is the conduit for miracles. Okay, so don't overall energies for the universe. Although you're saying right now that's not what it needs. Need a little separation, or they might say I need to go off and kind of get myself together. That's fine, because I recognize that I have chosen fear, and I choose again. I choose love. So just forget about it. Even if those fearful thoughts kind of come up and say, oh my God, he's going to separate, he's going to leave me, Jesus. You still choose love and say, that's right, all right. Like I say, it's a good percentage. I get 10% there. Anybody feel would, the ego one, say, oh girl, he going to leave you. Where he gone? He ain't coming back. You got to check that ego, get it in line, say, no, he need to do what he got to do. I got to go off and do some more healing, some more work, or whatever. And when we come back, we're going to be stronger than ever. Okay? And when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. And like I said, focusing on yourself. When that ego get to talk about, oh, God, he about to leave you. You know, you got to kind of talk back and get your ego in check and say, no, that's not what this is about, ego. Right now, he's going to get himself stronger for me. So when we do decide to do this, he will not be turning it around. Say, love can't turn around. Love can't turn around. Love can't turn around. So that's what we want. All right, this is longer than I thought it was, but that's good because I think this is going to give you a good divine feminine, good eye as to what the month of December you need to work on. So I say with that, until next time, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay elevated. Namaste. Namago.